Now let's talk about the true heart of epoxy work: mixing. This is where most epoxy problems begin, and also where almost all of them can be avoided. Epoxy is a very precise material. It doesn't care about guesses. It doesn't care how many projects you've done before. It only reacts to correct ratios, accurate measuring, and proper mixing. If you respect the process, epoxy performs beautifully. If you rush it or guess, epoxy will fail silently, sometimes immediately and sometimes months later. So let's slow down and get this right. Understanding mixing ratios. Every epoxy system has a specific mixing ratio. That ratio is decided by chemistry, not opinion. Some epoxy systems are mixed by volume. Others are mixed by weight. You must follow exactly what the manufacturer recommends. Never assume. Never eyeball. Never say, "This looks close enough." If the ratio is wrong, epoxy may stay soft. Epoxy may never fully cure. Epoxy may cure unevenly. Epoxy may look fine today and fail later. And once epoxy is mixed incorrectly, there is no fix. Accuracy is not optional, it's mandatory. Mixing epoxy by volume. Mixing by volume means you measure equal or proportional liquid volumes, usually using measuring cups, graduated containers. For example, a 1-to-1 ratio means equal volumes of resin and hardener. A 2-to-1 ratio means 2 parts resin, 1 part hardener. When mixing by volume, use clear, marked containers. Keep your measurements at eye level. Measure slowly and carefully. Volume mixing is common for tabletop epoxies and coating systems, but it still requires precision. If the epoxy says mix by volume, do not switch to weight unless the manufacturer allows it. Mixing epoxy by weight, professional method. Some epoxy systems must be mixed by weight. This method is often more precise and is commonly used for flooring systems, deep pours, industrial applications. To do this correctly, you need a digital scale. But before you even touch the scale, you must know how much epoxy you actually need. Calculating total epoxy needed, critical step. Here's the professional formula to calculate total epoxy volume. Length times width times thickness times 1.1. The extra 1.1 factor accounts for surface absorption, small material losses, mixing waste. This prevents underestimating and rushing to mix more later. Once you calculate this, you now know your total epoxy amount. Breaking down the A-B ratio by weight. Now let's talk about ratios. Let's say your epoxy system has a 3-to-1 ratio. That means equals resin, B equals hardener. Step 1. Add the ratio parts together. 3 plus 1 is equal to 4 total parts. Step 2. Identify the smallest part, which is B. Step 3. Calculate B. B equals total epoxy divided by A plus B. So in this case, B equals total epoxy divided by 4. Now that you know the B value, finding A is simple. Step 4. Equals total epoxy minus B. And just like that, you have precise resin and hardener weights. This method removes guessing completely and ensures chemical accuracy. Mixing technique matters. Correct ratios alone are not enough. How you mix is just as important as what you mix. Mix slowly. Mix deliberately. Mix with intention. Scrape the sides. Scrape the bottom. Rotate your mixing pattern. Fast mixing introduces air. Air becomes bubbles. Bubbles ruin finishes. Professionals mix calmly, not aggressively. The 2-stage mixing method. Pro tip. Here's a technique professionals rely on. Use 2 containers. First, mix resin and hardener in the first container. Then, pour the mixture into a second clean container. Mix again thoroughly. This prevents unmixed epoxy from the sides or bottom from ruining your project. This one step alone eliminates many curing failures. Working time awareness, pot life. Epoxy has a limited working time called pot life. Once resin and hardener touch, the clock starts. Never mix epoxy before you're fully ready. Never mix large batches unless necessary. Large volumes generate more heat, cure faster, shorten working time dramatically. Plan your pour before you mix, not after. Temperature and mixing. Temperature affects epoxy more than most people realize. Cold epoxy mixes poorly, flows slowly. Warm epoxy mixes better, flows smoothly, but too much heat speeds curing, reduces working time, can cause overheating. Always follow the manufacturer's temperature recommendations. Never force epoxy to cure faster. Common mixing mistakes to avoid. Let's be very clear. Do not add water. Add solvents unless approved. Add extra hardener to speed curing. Remix epoxy after it starts to gel. These shortcuts destroy epoxy chemistry. There are no safe hacks in mixing epoxy. Safety while mixing. Always mix epoxy in a well-ventilated area. Wear gloves. Avoid skin contact. Epoxy sensitivity builds over time. Even if it doesn't affect you now, it can later. Professionals protect their health as seriously as their work. Quick reminder here. If you're learning real, valuable epoxy knowledge, subscribe to Hanon Resin and Craft. This channel focuses on real education, real techniques, and long-term results, not shortcuts. Here's the mindset shift I want you to remember. Epoxy mixing is not a race. It's a process. The calmer you mix, the more accurate you measure, the better your results will be. In the next chapter, we'll talk about pouring and application techniques. This is where epoxy transforms from a liquid into something truly beautiful. Let's continue.